6 of Economic Survey. Now, social infrastructure and employment big tent. Post the disruption due to pandemic and Russia-Ukraine war, there was a stress on key aspects of social well-being of citizens, such as health, education, social security, etc. The government stepped in to focus on long-term goals of human development and implied on Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. As a result, progress was achieved in improvement towards SDG goals and steady improvements across most sectors that influenced well-being. Similarly, improvements are evident on the labor market recovery and human capital formation front. Also, the twin pillars of education and health are being strengthened from the core to address present and future needs as they all together hold the key to attain more equitable economic growth. Social sector expenditure keeping pace with the growing importance of the sector. Increased share of expenditure on health in the total expenditure on social services from 21% in FY19 to 26% in FY23. Health expenditure stands at 2.1% of the GDP in FY23. It was 2.2% in FY22. National Health Policy of 2017 has recommended to increase the share of expenditure on health to 2.5% of the GDP by 2025. Improving health development parameters. According to a United Nations Development Programme report, 90% of the countries have registered a reduction in their Human Development Index 6 values in 2022, 20 or 21, indicating that human development across the world has stalled for the first time in 32 years. India ranked 132 out of 191 countries and territories in the 2021-22 HDI report. India's HDI value of 0.633 in 2021 places the country in medium human development category, lower than its value of 0.645 in 2019. India's gender inequality index value is 0.49 in 2022 and is ranked 122. This score is better than that of South Asian region, which has a combined value of 0.508 and close to the world average of 0.465. India and multidimensional poverty index. 16.4% of the population in India, that is to say 228.9 million people in 2020, is multidimensionally poor, while an additional 18.7% is classified as vulnerable to multidimensional poverty. Now, transformation of aspirational districts program. 117 aspirational districts across 28 states and union territories have been identified by Niti Aayog. The broad contours of the program are convergence of central and state schemes, collaboration of central state level nodal officers and district collectors, and competition among the districts through monthly delta ranking. The ranking is based on incremental progress made across 49 key performance indicators across 5 broad socio-economic themes. Achievements of the program: health and nutrition. Many aspirational districts have surpassed the average state values in several health and nutrition indicators. Financial inclusion. Some aspirational districts have performed better than the non-aspirational districts. For governance, aspirational districts have emerged as a template for good governance, especially in remote and difficult areas. 2 more programs have been conceptualized along the lines of aspirational design, namely Mission Utkarsh and Aspirational Blocks program. Progressing labor reform measures. Now, 25 states have pre-published the draft rules on all labor codes. The Ministry of Labour and Employment has developed an e-Shram portal for creating a national database of unorganized workers. Over 28.5 crore unorganized workers have been registered in it, with major enrollment from agricultural, domestic, and construction workers. Now, regarding Aadhaar, the main achievements of the unique identity. Foundation of India's digital integration. Aadhaar acts as the essential tool for social delivery by the state. Expanding usage, 318 central schemes and over 720 state direct benefit transfer schemes are notified under Section 7 of the Aadhaar Act 2016, and all these schemes use Aadhaar for targeted delivery of their services. Key usage of Aadhaar in direct benefit transfer, Aadhaar enabled payment systems, JAM, that is Jan Dhan, Aadhaar and Mobile Trinity, One Nation, One Ration Card scheme, PM Kisan Samman Nidhi Yojana, and CoWIN face authentication. Improving employment trends. Now, employment trends can be studied from two sides. That is, the supply side of labor is studied through household surveys such as periodic labor force survey conducted by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, and the demand side of the labor through established surveys like Annual Survey of Industries by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Quarterly Employment Survey by Labour Bureau. Now, labor markets have recovered beyond pre COVID levels in both urban and rural areas, with unemployment rates falling from 5.8% in 2018-19 to 4.2% in 2020-21. Improvements in employment indicators, the labor force participation rate, workers' population ratio, and unemployment rate in PLFS 2020-21, that is July June, have improved for both male and female in both rural and urban areas. Demand side of the employment, steady upward trend in employment in organized manufacturing sector. In terms of share of employment, the food product industry, that is 11.1%, remained the largest employer, followed by apparels, that is 7.6%, and basic metals, that is 7.3%. State-wise, Tamil Nadu has the largest number of persons engaged in factories, followed by Gujarat and Maharashtra. More than 60% of the factories were found to employ less than 50 employees. Number of persons demanding work under Manrega was seen to be stabilizing around the pre-pandemic level. The number of works done under Manrega has also steadily increased over the years. Now we can see the broad employment status for self-employed, regular wage or salaried workers or casual laborers. The data is from the PLFS survey of Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, sorry. Role of self-help groups in women employment. India has around 1.2 crore self-help groups, 88% being all women self-help groups. Success story: Kudum Shri in Kerala, Jivika in Bihar, Mahila Arthik Vikas Mahila Mandal in Maharashtra, and recently Looms of Ladakh. These are some of the success stories of self-help groups. Now, self-help group bank linkage program 1992. Currently, bank-linked self-help groups are promoted through central government, state government, NGOs, etc. They must practice the Panch Sutras of regular meeting, regular saving, regular interloaning, timely repayment, and up-to-date books of account to avail loans from banks. Impact of self-help groups: empowered women, empowered hinterland, women empowerment, self-esteem enhancement, personality development, reduced social evils, and additionally medium impact in terms of better education, higher participation in village institutions, and better access to government schemes. Self-help groups in action during COVID. The years of pestilence acted as an opportunity towards mobilizing self-help women to unite, transcend their group identity, and collectively contribute to crisis management. They emerged as pivotal players in crisis management, leading from the front in producing masks with cultural variants such as Gamusa masks in Assam, sanitizers, and protective gears, creating awareness about pandemic. Example: Patrakar Didis of Jharkhand delivering essential goods. Example: floating supermarkets in Kerala, running community kitchens. Example: Prerna canteen in Uttar Pradesh, etc. Trends in rural wages. nominal rural wages have increased at a steady positive rate during FY23, with an year on year growth of 5.1% for men, 7.5% for women between April November 2022. In non-agricultural sector, the growth of nominal wage was lower than that of the nominal rural wages. Regarding primary education, ensuring quality education for all, laying off National Education Policy of 2020 has provided for the revision and revamping of all aspects of education sector structure in the country. School enrollments and dropouts, gross enrollment rate in primary enrollment and upper primary enrollment have improved in FY22, reversing the decline and stagnant trend between FY17-19 respectively. And the GER of girls was comparatively more than that of boys in these groups. The enrollment increased across all levels, which is primary, upper primary, secondary, higher secondary, except for the pre-primary level, which decreased from 1.1 crore to 1 crore in FY22. Dropout rates have witnessed a steady decline at all levels in recent year. The pupil teacher ratio has improved at all levels continuously from FY23 to FY22. Initiatives like PM Schools for Rising India, that is PM Shri, Bal Vatika, which is a pilot project launched in Kendra Vidyalayas, screening tools like mobile apps for specific learning disabilities, strengthening teaching, learning, and results for states, that is STAR S, Vidyanjali, which is a school volunteer initiative. Now, regarding higher education, large number of medical colleges in the country has been increased from 387 in 2014 to 648 in 2022. More IITs and IIMs, number of Indian Institute of Technology and Indian Institute of Management respectively stands at 23 and 20 in 2022 against 16 and 13 in 2014. Increased number of universities reaching the number 101,113 nationally. Improved gross enrollment ratio in higher education from 25.6% in FY20 to 27.3% in FY21. Initiatives like Research and Development Cell in higher education institutions, guideline for pursuing two academic programs simultaneously. Equipping the workforce with employable skills and knowledge in mission mode. Government is implementing various skill development programs via Skill India Mission, Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, launched in 2015. Currently, PMKVY 3.0 is underway. Jan Shikshan Sansthan Scheme, National Apprenticeship Promotion Scheme, Craftsman Training Scheme, Making India skill capital of the world, skill acquisition and knowledge awareness for livelihood promotion, that is Sankalp. Now, these are some of the figures related with total students enrollment in higher education. These figures are in crores, and we see that the total enrollment is going up. Moving on to the quality and affordable health for all. Health expenditure estimates. The central and state government's budgeted expenditure on health sector touched 2.1% of the GDP in 2000 FY23 budget estimates and 2.2% in FY22 revised estimates against 1.6% in FY21. Substantial decline in out-of-pocket expenditure as a percentage of total health expenditure from 64.2% in FY14 to 48.2% in FY19. Initiatives like universal immunization, e-Sanjeevani, Ayushman Bharat, National Deworming Day, National COVID-19 vaccination program. Now, these are major initiatives from 2014 to 2022 for better overall growth. In 2014, we see that there is a mission Indradhanush, Rashtriya Kishore Swasthya Karyakram, Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. For 2015-16, we see free drug and diagnostic services, Maternity Benefit Act, 6 months paid maternity leave, Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, Pradhan Mantri National Dialysis Program. In 2017, we see the rise of National Health Policy, Mental Healthcare Act, National Strategic Plan for TB Elimination, HIV and AIDS Prevention and Control Act. In 2018, we see Ayushman Bharat Health and Wellness Centers, Ayushman Bharat PM Jan Arogya Yojana, Poshan Abhiyan, Anemia Mukt Bharat Strategy. In 2019-20, we see Surakshit Matritva Aswashan, that is PM Suman, E-Samjeevani OPDs, Social Awareness and Action to Neutralize Pneumonia Successfully, that is SARS. In 2021, we see COVID-19 vaccination program, 15th Finance Commission, health sector grants to local bodies, Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission, Ayushman Bharat Health Infrastructure Mission, Medical Termination of Pregnancy Amendment Act of 2021. In 2022, we see Pradhan Mantri TB Mukt Bharat Abhiyan to end TB by 2025, National List of Essential Medicine Revision, National Tele-Mental Health Program, that is Telemanas. The rural health care system in India. Now, at the bottom most layer is the sub centers, then we have the primary health centers, and then we have the community health centers. Now, sub centers are the most peripheral contact between the primary healthcare system and community man with one health worker, generally female, an auxiliary nurse, midwife, and one health worker, which is a male. Primary health centers, referral unit for 6 sub centers, 6 to 4 bedded manned with a medical officer in charge and subordinate paramedical staff. Community health centers, 30 bedded hospitals, referral unit for 4 primary health centers with specialized services. Social protection for rainy days in order to protect citizens from vulnerabilities and risks such as health issues, natural disasters, old age. Strong social protection systems are required in a country. Some of the key initiatives are Pradhan Mantri Vyay Vadhana Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Mandhan Yojana, PM Street Vendors Atmanirbhar Nidhi Scheme, Pradhan Mantri Mudra Yojana. Now, for development of India's aspiring rural economy, rural population presently stands at 65% of the 2021. Further, 47% of the population is dependent on agriculture for livelihood. Enhancing rural incomes, Deen Dayal Antyodaya Yojana, National Rural Livelihood Mission, that is DNRLM. The mission seeks to achieve its objectives through investing in core components, which is financial inclusion and affordable financial services, engendering farming and farmers' collectives, food, nutrition, health and wash, social inclusion, skill and entrepreneurship. Now, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, a total of 5.6 crore households availed employment and a total of 225.8 crore person days employment has been generated under the scheme. Achievements under Manrega includes geotagging of assets, mandatory expenditure on agricultural and allied activities, e-payments DBT, Aadhaar-based payments. Now, Deen Dayal Upadhyay Gramin Kaushal Yojana. Around 13 lakh candidates have been trained under the scheme, which is more than 7.9 lakh, of which more than 7.9 lakh have got job placements. Rural housing, 2.7 crore houses have been sanctioned and 2.1 crore houses have been completed by 6th of January 2023 under the scheme. Drinking water and sanitation, Jal Jeevan Mission, Mission Amrit Sarovar and Jaldoot app. Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin, about 1.2 lakh villages have been declared ODF plus and Andaman and Nicobar Islands became the first Swachh Sujal Pradesh as it has declared all its villages as ODF plus. LPG connections. Now, Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana 2.0 has increased the LPG coverage from 62% in 2016 to 99.8% in 2021. Rural connectivity, Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, roads measuring 7.2 lakh kilometers and 7,789 long span bridges have been completed. Regarding governance, Rashtriya Gram Swaraj Abhiyan, around 31 lakh elected representatives have capacitated through various modes of training. Swamita scheme, over 1 crore property cards have been prepared for nearly 65,000 villages. As India marches ahead, the ground lost as regards social sector improvement due to the pandemic has largely been recoupled, powered by prompt policy making and efficient implementation interwoven with technology. Going forward with a vision of minimum government, maximum governance, further developments will hold the key to attain more equitable economic growth. That'll be it for chapter 6.